come with any specific cooking video. Instead, I will be sharing a vlog in which I have cooked feast for 25 friends in Gantooth Company, Oman. Friends, I got lots of compliments from them. I really appreciate this compliment and will be thankful to them. So in this video, I am sharing little tips by which you can make many people's lunch by using less time and efforts. I hope this video will be useful for you all. So let's start the video.
First, let me tell you all what is Sadhya. Sadhya means feast. It is a multi-course vegetarian meal that features over 24 dishes on a banana leaf. On a Sadhya is enjoyed without any cutlery and is usually eaten while sitting on the floor. This feast is prepared by seasonal vegetable and fruits. First step, prepare a list, plan the menu and do the shopping for groceries and vegetables according to the list. As you can see, banana chips and jaggery coated chips can be made 3 days before Onam. In this way, you can save time and energy. Dear friends, I did not make these two items. I have purchased it from grocery shop. Nowadays, it is easily available in all shops. Next comes our delicious pickles. Feast pickles are made 2 days before Onam as it is instant and gives that authentic taste. Feast pickles are not the one which we are making as usual. It is little bit different and easy. So prepare the pickles before 2 days of Onam and save your time. Dear friends, if you want that authentic taste, then make the pickles before 2 days of Onam. You will really enjoy it. Now let me show you all what all I purchased for our 25 friends feast. I purchased disposable containers, bowls and glasses because we packed the food and gave to them in company. We even purchased banana leaf which is a must in Sadhya. Dear friends, this is rice flakes, that is adas. If you are not purchasing it, you can make fresh adas before 1 day of Onam and keep inside fridge. In this way, you can save lots of time. Next comes our vegetables. As you can see, we purchase lots of veggies for the feast. So it is difficult to keep all the veggies inside fridge. So the vegetables like yam, ginger, chilies, cabbage, etc. can be kept outside and rest of the vegetables inside the fridge. So in this way also you can save lots of space inside the fridge. Next main ingredient is coconut. As you all know, the complete feast is based on coconut and curd. So either you buy grated coconut like me or grate the coconut before feast day and keep it inside freezer, not fridge, in an airtight container. In this way also you can save lots of time. Next main ingredient is curd. So if you are buying curd from the shop like me, then remove some curd in a steel vessel 1 day before the feast and leave it at room temperature outside for the sourness, because store-bought curds are not sour. So in some dishes we need little more sourness and some dishes normal. So this step is important. If you are preparing curd at home, follow the same procedure. Next step is for the payasam, that is kheer. Grind cardamoms with 1 tablespoon sugar and make it into fine powder and keep it in airtight container. By adding sugar, you can grind easily and make it powder form. Before 1 day of the feast, make this cardamom powder and keep it in an airtight container. In this way also you can save lots of your time as well as your energy. Make small pieces of cashew nuts and dry fruits which you are going to use for payasam and keep it in a container. So the next and very important step is the cutting of vegetables. Wash and cut the vegetables before the feast day. You cut it in evening time as it will remain more fresh. Cut the veggies according to each dish. For example, sambar and avial we need long cut veggies, whereas for thoran and all small size required. Don't cut raw bananas, potatoes and white pumpkin because pumpkin will leave the water from it and bananas, potatoes will get black in color. Okay, after cutting each vegetables, put it in airtight Ziploc bags and keep it inside fridge. This is very important step. This step saves lots of time and energy. Early morning on the feast day, directly you can keep veggies for boiling. Next step, wash all the chilies and curry leaves before one day of feast and make it dry underneath the fan and then keep it in Ziploc bags. Almost all dishes will need tempering. In this way you can save lots of time as you will not need to wash every time the curry leaves. And don't forget to buy coconut oil. As you all might be knowing, Kerala traditional foods are cooked in coconut oil. By using coconut oil, you will get that authentic taste and aroma. So try to use coconut oil. Sambar and dal can be cooked using normal cooking oil. Next comes a very important and compulsory step, that is soaking of red cowpeas and black chanas. Wash the cowpeas and black chanas with normal water and soak it overnight before the feast day. You can use it early morning on the feast day. This is a very important and compulsory step. Wash all utensils and keep it on kitchen countertop for the feast because for daily use we need not use all big vessels. So for the feast you can remove extra vessels and clean it and keep it for the use. This was the last and final step for Onam feast which you have to do before the Onam feast day. Next, whenever you are grating beetroot in grater, the last piece you cannot grate as your fingers will get hurt. So leftover beetroot, just grind it in mixer using pulse mode and you can use it. Now let me show you all what I prepared one day before Onam. I prepared 3 pachadi, that is beetroot, pineapple and white pumpkin pachadi. I also prepared ada, milk payasam, not ada pradaman because in ada pradaman there is coconut milk. So I made that payasam on Onam day itself. These were the 4 dishes which I made one day before Onam. Now let us come to the final day, that is the feast day. First step, grind coconut paste with green chilies and cumin seeds because in all dishes we are going to use the same coconut paste. You need not grind it every time, grind at once and use in all dishes. While grinding coconut paste, use less chilies because we will be adding red chili powder and pepper powder in most of the dishes, so keep it medium. Dear friends, now the final day, that is feast day morning cooking. Just look out, I could not shoot each clips, so some dish clips are missing. It was too late that day, I was in hurry, so some clips are missing. the tips which I have shared in this vlog, how to cook feast using less time and efforts. This is not only for Onam Sadhya, you can follow these tips when you are cooking lunch for many guests in any occasion, when you are planning to give your guests South Indian meal. So it was a great day. I happily cooked the traditional food for Onam and served our friends. They enjoyed the food and congratulated me for the traditional food. Thanks to all of my friends. I hope this video was useful for you all. Please share, like and comment, and do subscribe to my channel by pressing the bell icon to get more such interesting videos. Thanks for watching.